So this is going to be a little video on graphing. Very introduction, so should be quick. This is called a Cartesian coordinate plane, after its inventor René Descartes, who was a French philosopher and mathematician back in the 1600s. So he tried to marry up the idea of geometry and algebra by giving the geometry some finite points on this imaginary plane. This is the setup of it. The vertical axis is usually, not always, but usually referred to as the y-axis, and the horizontal is usually referred to as the x-axis. If you are not in math class, these can change. If you're in math class, these are probably going to be the same. The quadrants starting in the upper right are 1, and then going around counterclockwise 2, 3, 4. The signs of the different values change with each quadrant, so sometimes it's very handy to know which quadrant they're in because it tells you something about their sign. Anytime that you want to graph a point, this is a little different than the old maps because the old maps would give you perhaps a letter and a number, and you would find wherever they were to intersect. And when that happens, that's an area to look for the street or landmark, that sort of thing. Here, it's an absolute point. There's no area, it's just a point. So if I wanted to graph the point 3, -4, it's always in the order of x, y. Always, 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 that's the ordered part. So on our x-axis, we always start at our origin. That's where we start mapping all of this stuff. The origin is the 0 point. So here's our origin. Then we're going to graph the point 3, 4 by going over 3 on the x. And if I can do this lightly here, I can't do that lightly, can I? Let's try lightly. Sorta. We're going to go 3 on the x, and then we're going to go -4 on the y. And then where the two meet, that is the point 3, -4. That's it. I mean, this is the whole idea of graphing. Now later on, you're going to graph lines, but when you do graph lines, you're just going to graph points, connect the dots, and sing the song. That's really it. If you don't know the song, then type into YouTube, connect the dots, Pee Wee Herman, and you'll know the song. That's really graphing. Welcome to graphing. Easy peasy.